Welcome to Chatty Sparkly Runners, and it's a beautiful winter's day today.
I hope this carries on every week.
No, I don't think
Set
so.
a precedent.
And we've been asking people in the week what they do to make their long run enjoyable. So we're going to sort of
talk about that.
Throw some ideas out there for people, because in what I've been doing on the Chatty Sparkly Runners, Anne and I, is we've been telling you what we do or the physiology behind it and what you need to do to
We've done a lot of that on the long run.
So and we've done the long run. Why is the long run good for you? We've done why is what happens in your body. Why is it so important to get out on your long run? And what we want to do now is we want to change this year. Our New Year's resolution is to be involving and to hopefully involve people. We've had a great response to... Because
everybody's got such great ideas about what they do. There's
a
wealth of experience out there.
And they're not the ideas that I would have. So, I'm old and set in my ways. So it's fantastic to hear all these things that I wouldn't necessarily think about, but they are great ideas. And it's just great to hear what people have to say. And if it can help people, then I'm sure lots of
idea
people...
in this
So I'm just going to quickly go through the long run and why it is
very
important.
Quick. I've done it before.
Okay, so it is.
I elbow you.
Okay, so the long run is the most important run of the week because it's the amount of time you do that gets you fitter, and if you do get up to 2 hours, there are significant benefits that you gain more by going long run.
And that's what we've talked about before.
Yeah,
so there's an elbow there now.
Yeah, so when I talk about long run, I talk about anything from an hour and 45 minutes upwards.
But for me, and people
an
that
hour.
are running...
For some people.
For some people starting out, 40 minutes might be a long run.
Whatever it is. I think if you do your long run, it has to be balanced with what you do other times in the week. So if you do 2 runs of 30 minutes, your long run might be an hour.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, so an hour
let's
is...
move on.
Yeah, okay, so an hour...
whatever you do...
Your longest run of the week is your longest run of the week.
How do you make it enjoyable?
Exactly. So what do people say?
Do you want me to get my list out?
I want you to get your list out.
Just stand still a minute then.
Okay.
Because I'm going to fall over. I can't do this. There's so many suggestions, we've had to write them all down. Okay.
Have you chosen? Are these in any order?
No.
They're random?
No, actually, I've saved my favourite for last. Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the most common one is get out there with friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good one.
And if you have someone that you can run with and you don't have to talk very much, because you do a lot of...
I think talking's the important part of it.
Because you do a lot of listening. That's better. Because
there's got to be someone that's the same. It's going to run at your pace as well.
Yeah,
keep it nice and chatty.
If possible, choose someone that's a bit slower than you, because most people go a little bit too fast.
So take your friends.
Have
coffee at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you make it an event, don't you? Then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
Stop and take a photo.
Yeah, that's what people have said. Yeah.
You've got on the top of a hill,
well, we could take a photo today. Let's turn round. Oh, look at that. I don't know whether you can see over the hedge. I'll just put it... You'll lose my head, but you'll see the view. Yeah, there's Wenlock Edge.
So that was another one that people said. Enjoy the scenery.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to just stop and just for a couple of seconds and go, isn't that wonderful? Yeah.
I was one of the people that I used to go running with. I always used to get told off because I used to get to the top of the hill and not stop.
Right.
And they always wanted to stop at the top of the hill and look at the scenery. So these are the ways that people get out and really enjoy the long run.
Yeah.
And the more you enjoy it, the more likely you are to do it, the more likely you are to get better.
Exactly. You're going to want to go and do it again, aren't you?
And you'll get faster. When I first started running, it was a group of runners and they just belt round a course, but
that's in the olden days.
Yeah, just after the iron. That's just after the Iron Age.
If you're going on a long run, the time goes so much quicker if you've got somebody to chat to, isn't it?
And
I think probably a barrier for some people is going somewhere new. They don't know where they're going.
So they might get lost.
Yeah. So take your friends, plan your route.
Do an out and back. If I'm somewhere where I don't know, I'll just go out and back.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And memorise the route. Yeah, because it looks different on the way back. Yeah.
And talking about routes, there's a really good one where somebody said use different routes so that you don't compete with yourself. So if you're a bit more of a serious runner who's going out there, if you do the same long run every week, you might start to think, I I've got to get faster. And
Yeah, what I do is I vary the terrain. So in the last 2 weeks I've done 2 weeks ago I did my long run on the road because it's a bit faster, and then last week I did it on the hills, on the on the fells, and and I'm working different muscles and different things. As long as I'm out there, like 90 minutes, an hour and 40 is my long run at the moment. I want to get it up to 2 hours.
People like to listen to podcasts. Listen to music.
That's another thing I wouldn't do.
Yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but
if you're out there, and I think it's because sometimes if you have a really hectic work week or a hectic family life, and you actually never get the opportunity to listen to a podcast, perhaps it's real.
Yeah,
it could
in peace.
be. Yeah, in peace. If you're out in the countryside,
in peace. Well, you might not be in the countryside. You've got to remember that
okay,
we're really lucky.
Okay, so if you're out there running, it might be that time when you can do that. You're not allowed to listen. You're not allowed to have earphones in when you race, are you?
No, you're not.
And I think there's a bit of
I think you have to be careful if you are in
the
a busy
road
built-up
and things.
area. That's up to individuals to make sure they're safe, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you can get one side earphones, can't you?
Something about bone things or something. I don't know. I like to go for a run, and I like to be involved in the run and what I'm doing.
That did come out a lot of suggestions, and I think one of my favourites was Samantha. I don't know where Samantha's from, and she's got a long surname, so apologies, Samantha, I can't remember it. But she said, go out early in the morning, so that you can appreciate and listen to the birds. Now you can do that in the city as well as in the country, can't you?
That's another really appreciate your surroundings one, isn't it? Yeah.
Go with a friend, and she finished off with a lovely comment. Have a lovely walk, cool down, and finish with a clear head.
That. So a lot of people do that. I mean, the long run is a real nice time. If you have it on a Sunday, it sort of can de-stress your week, can't it? You can get out there, and the long run, but it's quite, I'm going to say it's essential to do it really gently and chatty. And it is, you don't need to go fast on your long run. You just go chatty and go for long time. So
stopping and looking at the scenery for a minute or so is not
going to,
not a problem.
No. And that going gently means that, well, for me, I'm sure everybody else is the same. When you go gently, it gives your mind time to wander. When you're going a bit faster, you sort of concentrate on running more.
Yeah.
So when you're just going along chatty and you're just bumbling along, smelling the roses, that's when you can really sort your head out.
Yeah, you don't have to concentrate so hard.
Yeah, and a long run is
for that.
Is really good for sorting your head out.
Take your dog.
Yeah,
no, you can't do that because we haven't got a dog.
I'm certainly not going to take my 2 cats.
But it's very popular, isn't it? Taking your dog.
Yeah. And I was saying about it needs to be, you look after the welfare of the dog.
If you haven't done it before, if you're not somebody that's taking your dog
and
out,
have a look at that.
How to look after your dog and how to get the right harnesses and things.
Yeah. But they do that, and the dogs love it, and the adults love it. I always think I'm always concentrating on where the dog is if I'm running with a dog, rather than, and that again detracts from where I want to go. But I understand absolutely people enjoy running with their dogs.
Yeah. And I think you get used to it if you're used to walking your dog.
Obviously, if you're on the long mind and there's a sheep, you have, it has to
you can't really.
It has to be. You have to be really careful whether you run with the dog, and
I think that's just about it. There were lots of lovely suggestions.
Oh, I've got
one.
Can I have one? Wear the right kit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you want to enjoy your running, you're not going to enjoy running if you're hypothermic or soaked to the skin. So always be prepared to look at the weather forecast and wear the right kit. So if you're in Texas, then you might have to have very light kit on. We've done one about how to run in the heat, and if it's winter like it is here and it's 2 degrees and pouring with rain.
Cold, it
could be quite. It could be quite.
An extra layer in a bomb
So
bag.
you can really enjoy it if you're dressed properly, or you're going to enjoy it if you've got the right shoes on.
Yeah.
So if you're going on
very practical suggestion.
If you're going on the hills where it's going to be slippery, wear some trail shoes. Don't wear some slippery, slidey shoes. Yeah.
Okay. And can I finish with Will's comment, which I liked?
Yeah, go on then. Will, he's in Canada.
Yeah, Will Small's Canadian.
He has to wear plenty of clothes this time of year.
Keep it slow and you will grow. I like that.
Not upwards, Will.
Not upwards, hopefully, but grow as a runner.
Grow as a runner.
So keep your long run slow.
Yep.
and you will grow. You'll be able to go further. You'll get faster as a runner.
Yeah,
and I think that's a really good one.
You can grow your mitochondria, so you can generate more energy. But I spoke about that in the why do the long run. So there's lots of tips. We'd love to hear what underneath.
If there's any we've missed, you've got and
or you agree with us, or you disagree with us, or the reason you don't like doing something, or the reason you really love to do something, it's great. And we'll go for that next week.
No, next week we're going to talk about
getting out the door.
Yeah, how do you motivate yourself to get out on a consistent basis?
Yeah, because consistency, getting out there every week.
Yeah, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, twice a week, whatever you do. How do you motivate yourself to get that consistency to get out there?
I reckon I'm one of the world's best prevaricators.
Yeah, I think you are.
About when I'm tired and getting out.
No, you're not. We do know somebody that's even worse.
Oh yeah, we do
have
know
a
one.
Friend that will take about an hour to get ready to go.
I'm pretty good, but I'm not world class like Gary, but I'm pretty good. So how do you get out through the door? I know people go first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
That's a really,
Well, let's not go there yet.
Okay. Anyway, lots of ideas. I'm sure the early birds will tell us how they fit their run in and how they get out through the door and how they fit
they keep it going.
How they fit their program into their busy working weeks. Because we're lucky, I can go anytime I like. So.
Okay. So if you want any more tips on the long run, they are on YouTube. It's easier to find our videos.
Yeah. Why it needs to be long.
Or the website.
Yeah.
Okay?
Why it needs to be long, what the adaptions are that happen, all those things. Why 2 hours is better.
Because there are lots of new people out there that haven't seen those.
Yeah.
Okay. And on that note, we'll go.
Thank you very much for watching. We love your ideas. So put some ideas in the Facebook group or the on the bottom of our YouTube channel, and then we'll use them next week, and we see how many we can get. I'm sure we can get we get at least 20 ideas that we can use on our video. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next week.
I'm appreciating the bird song now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit wintry.
Bye.
Okay, bye.